Hey guys, Thunder E here, and yes, I've got a bunch of VR headsets here because you know what, VR is catching on. And the question some of you are asking is, what is the best mobile VR experience for me? So I picked up 4 VR headsets to show you. I've got a Daydream headset, I've got a Gear VR, I've got a standalone Oculus Go, and I've also got a standalone Lenovo Mirage headsets. Now, these are all will give you VR experiences, and I'm going to go through all of them to showcase what are the benefits and some of the disadvantages that you have here. As you can see, 2 of them use smartphones, 2 of them are standalones, but the common factor is that they're all powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. So let's go ahead and start off first. The Daydream headset. This is Google's push for VR with Daydream. This was released about 2 years ago. It is one of the more stylish headsets, so you can see, really light. It's also got a latch and a controller, and the controller itself is very simple. It's got a Google logo on the back, it's got a touchpad, and it's easy to navigate. Now, to actually use this headset, you want to open up the latch, put in your smartphone, close the latch, and then mount the headset on your head. Once you do that, you can customize into the straps. Now, I do wish you had an overarching strap, which some of the other headsets do have. But in terms of use case, it's a really easy headset to use. Now, the limitations are it's limited to only smartphones that have Daydream or Daydream capable, which most new smartphones that are Android smartphones will actually do that. So you do have that there. But that is one of just the smallest limitations that you have with the Daydream headset. Now moving over to the Gear VR. This is Samsung's offering. It's much more of a plastic build, so a little bit more bulky. It doesn't look as smooth and sharp as the Gear VR. It's got some controls on the side, but it's actually a really comfortable headset to use. Now, to use this, you want to open up the front faceplate, slide in your device, which in this case is the Galaxy S9 Plus. Once you put it in there, you can actually use 2. Now, this is one of the good benefits about this. You can either use Daydream on here, or you can also use the Oculus VR. So you've got 2 VR stores to pick from, some more options, and Samsung also provides a lot of personalized content as well, which is pretty nice. Now you've got a remote control for this. It's really nice. It's got actually like a trigger functionality to it. Really nice to hold and latch. It's got a touchpad area too, and the headset, putting it on, is pretty comfortable. It's got the overarching band, so once you drop it, it looks good, and yeah, you're good to go. This will only work with, in terms of disadvantages, only Samsung devices, and that's limited to the Galaxy Note 8, the Galaxy S9, the Galaxy S8, and I believe the Galaxy S7. So you're limited in that range, but Samsung of course has a lot of consumers, so there you go. If you're a Galaxy user, this probably benefits you the most. But again, with these 2 headsets, both the Daydream and the Gear VR, they are focused on your smartphone. So what that means basically is if you're using your smartphone with this, you cannot use your smartphone for anything else. It's stuck for VR, so if you're sharing it with friends or family members, your phone is gone for those hours. And of course, it drains battery life. So that is something to take note. Your battery is gonna cut down to a very few hours, probably about 2 or 3 hours of use if you're using VR for that long period of time. Now, when we move over to the standalone headsets, we've got 2. The first here is the Oculus Go. This is, what I mean by standalone, it's got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 processor built in. It's also got its own display, so which means that's it. All you need is this. Well, not necessarily. The one downside to this is that to set this up, you need to actually go ahead and use your smartphone. So you've got to download the Oculus VR app and then set it up through there. Granted, the process is pretty quick and easy, but you still have to do that. And also you need a Wi-Fi connection. So that's the only other thing you need with this device. But in terms of the headset, it's a really nice design headset. I think one of the slickest ones, almost similar to, I would say, the Daydream headset. Really nice build. It's got a volume button on top, power button. You've got a micro USB to charge, a headphone jack, but it also has built-in speakers, which I like quite well, especially watching movies on this. It's really nice to actually just go ahead, place the headset on, again, comfortable to wear, and boom, you're in that experience and you can actually watch your content. Now, the other thing about this is it's got a nice remote control. It's got a trigger button similar to the Gear VR, and it's got a touchpad you can actually use, and it's got 2 buttons there. So it's easy to navigate and use around. Now, since this is an 821 processor, it's a little slower than the others. So you will notice some slowdowns if you're kind of trying to jump from app to app really quickly. But the experience while in an application is solid, very good. And I really do like the audio from the headset, because sometimes I don't want to wear headsets and it makes the viewing experience really nice. And our final headset is the Mirage from Lenovo. This is a very unique headset in terms of build and also performance. It has a very different mechanism here, as it's got this screw latch at the back, which kind of feels vice-like, but is really comfortable. Also, I'll say this has the most amount of space for a lot of people who wear glasses. Now, you can use it with all the headsets, but I think this just is the most comfortable for that. Besides its look, it's a really comfortable headset, and it's easy to actually put on and use. All you have to do is go ahead and strap it on. You can release the latch, you can tighten it, and you are good to go. Now, a couple of things for the headset to notice. It's got a recharge by USB Type-C. You also have a slot for micro USB SD expansion, so you can actually expand your storage in here. Now, both of these standalone headsets have internal storage built in. And it's also got these cameras right in front, which allow you to do something really cool. It's got 6 degrees of movements, which means you can kind of move forward, you can lean right, you can lean left, you can lean back, you can duck down, you can look underneath an object, and it gives you more of that experience of true VR. The other headsets don't allow you to do that, which is really nice with the Lenovo Mirage. So what happens is, if you're playing a game like, there's a snow fight game in there, kids are throwing snowballs at you, you're throwing snowballs at them, you can actually step aside and watch a snowball pass you. You can take 2 steps away, you can take 2 steps forward. And again, I really love to see that expand, because the mobile VR experience will definitely benefit from that. Now, it does also have a remote control, which is easy and comfortable to use, rechargeable by USB Type-C, and it's got 2 buttons on the top and 2 on the side there with that too. And I think the experience here is really, really solid for the Mirage. It does also have a headphone jack, it doesn't have a built-in speakers. So there are differences with all these headsets. The Daydream headset allows a lot of Android devices that are Daydream capable to be functional with this, although the sizing is not updated. So things like my Pixel 2 XL stick out a little bit, and larger phones will stick out at the edge. The Gear VR is one of the more refined ones over time. Samsung has had 3 or 4 iterations of these headsets. And of course, they work with Samsung devices, and you have the benefit of having 2 stores. Now, stylishly, it's not the most stylish, but you've got, of course, the Oculus VR store and the Daydream store, so there's more content for you on the Gear VR. Now, for both of these devices, whether you're using Daydream or the Gear VR, the biggest downfall is battery life to your own smartphone, because you're going to drain them tremendously if you start using VR on these. Now, when you move to standalone headsets, the benefit is that it doesn't affect your smartphone. You don't necessarily need it for that. Unless you're on the road, then you have to tether for a wireless connectivity if you want to watch or view content online. That being said, the Oculus Go has one of the really nice benefits of having built-in speakers, giving you a movie experience that is really nice and solid in here. And also is very compact and stylish to take with you on the road. Downside, it doesn't have any expandable storage, as you can see, and I'm looking around it. I don't see any options for that, but it is a nice headset, and also the controller is really solid. The Mirage is the bulkiest of all of them, but it does have expandable storage, and it does have the benefit of that 6 degrees of motion, thanks to, of course, the 835 processor and what they're doing here with the VR headset. So there's a lot more, at least VR functionality you can get from this headset as opposed to all of them. So there's something for everyone. If you're looking for something within the Samsung ecosystem, or you already have a Samsung device, the Gear VR is for you. If you have a Daydream capable device, then maybe a Daydream headset will do the trick. If you're looking for something with a built-in speaker and you already have an Oculus and you like that experience, the Oculus Go will go do that for you. And if you want some more VR functionality with 6 degrees of motion, then this will work for you as well with the Lenovo Mirage. So there's something for everyone, and something that fits everyone's taste or style. So if you have any questions or any comments, guys, let me know. I'll try and answer them for you, and I'll have links so you can pick up any of these headsets down below. This is Thunder E saying thank you very much, and always enjoy your entertainment.